There was a time in my life when I felt completely stuck. I doubted myself. I thought maybe I wasn't good enough. Maybe I was making the wrong choices. Maybe happiness was something other people found, but not me. But then my grandpa told me three things that changed everything. These lessons didn't just shift my mindset, they changed the way I live my life. And today, I want to share them with you. Because if they change my life, they might just change yours too.
Episode 1. You are not trapped. The door is not locked. Most of the limitations in your life exist only in your mind.
Grandpa, sometimes I feel stuck. Like no matter what I do, I just can't seem to move forward. It's like I'm trapped.
Let me tell you something. Most people live in a prison, but the door isn't locked.
What do you mean?
There was once a man who lived in a dark prison cell for years. He never tried to escape because he believed the door was locked.
And?
One day, out of sheer desperation, he finally decided to push the door.
What happened?
It swung open.
Wait, so he was never really trapped?
Exactly. He was only trapped in his own mind. Just like the elephant that is tied with a tiny rope, it could break free. But it doesn't even try because it remembers being powerless when it was young.
So, what if I'm like that man in the cell? What if I'm just assuming I'm stuck?
That's the right question. What if you're not as trapped as you think? Have you actually tried pushing the door? Episode 2. If you never quit, you win. The biggest difference between those who succeed and those who don't is persistence.
Grandpa, I've been trying so hard, but I still haven't achieved anything. I see others becoming successful, and I feel like I'm falling behind. Maybe I just don't have what it takes.
If I told you to chop down a giant tree, how many swings would it take?
I don't know. Depends on how big the tree is.
And if you swing your axe 100 times and the tree doesn't move, what would you do?
I'd probably assume I wasn't strong enough and give up.
That's why most people fail.
What do you mean?
A woodcutter once started chopping a giant tree. He swung 100 times. Nothing happened, so he quit. The next day, another woodcutter came, swung his axe every day. And on the 501st swing, the tree finally fell.
So, the first guy quit too soon. He was so close, but he didn't know it.
Exactly. Most people give up right before the breakthrough. You're closer than you think. If you can just outlast the struggle, you will win, not because you're the smartest, but because you're the one who never stopped swinging the axe.
So it's not about talent, it's about staying in the game long enough to win.
That's it. If you never quit, you win. Episode 3. Stop chasing happiness. Chase meaning instead. Happiness is a byproduct of doing meaningful things, not a goal by itself.
Grandpa, I just want to be happy. But no matter what I do, buying things, watching movies, hanging out, I still feel empty.
That's because you're chasing happiness the wrong way.
What do you mean?
Let me ask you something. Imagine two people. One spends all day seeking pleasure, watching TV, scrolling on their phone, eating junk food. The other spends time building something meaningful, learning, creating, helping others.
Well, the first one sounds fun, but the second one sounds more productive.
Exactly. The first person feels happy in the moment, but empty at the end of the day. The second person struggles in the moment, but at the end of the day, they feel fulfilled.
So, happiness isn't something you chase. It's something that happens when you're doing meaningful things.
Yes, people who are truly happy aren't the ones chasing fun. They are the ones chasing purpose.
So if I focus on growth, purpose, and contribution, happiness will come on its own.
like a shadow follows a person. Chase meaning, and happiness will follow you.
The 3 pieces of advice that changed my life. 1. You are not trapped. The door is not locked. Most limits are self-imposed. Have you ever actually tried pushing the door? 2. If you never quit, you win. Success is about persistence, not talent. You're closer than you think. 3. Stop chasing happiness. Chase meaning instead. Happiness follows purpose, not the other way around. Looking back, I realized my grandpa didn't just give me advice. He gave me a new way to see the world. He made me question my limits, rethink failure, and understand that happiness isn't something you chase. It's something you create. So now I ask you, what's the locked door in your life that you've never tried pushing? Where have you given up too soon? And are you chasing distractions or real meaning? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. And if this helped you, share it with someone who might need to hear it today. Remember, the only thing standing between you and the life you want might be a door you never tried pushing.